Alright, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai is the Son of the living power, the Messiah, which these are the true names of the Most High, and His only begotten Son in the ancient Hebrew tongue, and Lashon Kodash, which means holy language. Also give double unto the elder apostles at Great Millstone, which rule well, and peace and blessings to the elect, and salute shalom to the fellow laborers in His truth. Right, in this lesson I'm gonna be touching on, a couple of scriptures, Lord willing. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, which we know that the end is near. And it's a certain mindset and attitude we ought to have when approaching that end. When coming nigh to that end, if you will. Which to start off this lesson, I want to read the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 8. It says, "Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and a patient in spirit is better than a proud in spirit." Right, so better is the end of this world, man, the end of this earth. Because this former earth, this earth right now, will ultimately, and a fashion within it, will ultimately perish, will pass away. So better is the end of the world, which ultimately Yahweh Shai is going to come at the end of this earth. To destroy this earth. So right, being in this flesh, our carnal bodies want to indulge right now. We may want the glory or the honor. We may want the riches and the delights, the pleasures, etc. Right, but all those things are going to pass away. Better is to have everlasting pleasures, which ultimately Yahweh Shai will give to His elect. Better is to have everlasting, riches and wealth, which shall not rot or rust or decay, which shall not be stolen by thieves, which shall not be lost, than temporary things, that's in this world. Because ultimately, the sinner and the wicked, they prosper. Esdras, going into Esdras, the prophet Esdras, he understood that, being amongst the heathen and seeing, how the heathen was living, the wicked was living, he understood that they floweth with riches and wealth. They prospereth in this world. But those that are righteous, they suffer. They, suffer, great deals, if you will, in this world. Poverty, etc. Right? And Esdras, he understood that. Which ultimately, that's going to change. Better is to have something everlasting than to have something that's temporary. That's why we ought to look towards the future, a world after this world, life after this world, if you will. And in fact, let's get Second Esdras real quick. And I don't got much time, because my iPad finna die. But Second Esdras chapter 4 says, "But as concerning the things which whereof thou..." Matter of fact, let's jump down to verse 35. Second Esdras chapter 4, verse 35. It says, "Did not the souls also of the righteous ask question of these things in their chambers, saying, How long shall I hope on His fashion? When cometh the fruit of the floor of our reward?" So, how long are we going to be put in this predicament we're in? And we are in a very bad predicament, such as mortality, such as poverty, such as oppression, death, violence, pain, etc., sorrow, etc., the curses, because we are under the curse, right? So how long shall we hope on these things, if you will? It says, when cometh the fruit of the floor of our reward? And that's the mind of the hope. That's the mind of the righteous. We don't got our reward now, But when cometh, our reward, man? It says, unto these things, Uriel the archangel gave them answer and said, even when the number of seeds is filled in you, for he hath weighed the world in a balance. So the world have been weighed in the balance. It says, by measure have he measured the times, and by number have he numbered the times, and he doeth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. So there's a certain point that this earth is going to reach, such as in terms of wickedness, and in terms of how much of these prophecies have been fulfilled, because these prophecies have to be fulfilled, wickedness have to overflow to a certain point. Certain things need to happen before the end to come, before our reward to come, right? And it's another scripture, Salakia. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Salakia, bro. I think it's in 2nd Esdras chapter 4. I missed it. Alright, 2nd Esdras chapter 4, verse 29. Matter of fact, verse 28, it says, but as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. So, if this place is not destroyed, then a better world cannot come for us, man. So this place has to be destroyed in order for us to receive that greater thing. So better is the end of something than the beginning thereof. I'm gonna close off on that. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. I want to give downloads to the elder apostles, great millstone. Peace and blessings unto the elect, and salute shalom to the fellow lips in his truth. And all praises and honor and glory be to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Shah, shalom.